Hello everybody, how are you? Well, I just thought I'd show you it's raining in this particular area from right here to here, all the way down through here. And as you see, there's very few, if any, red dots. Now down here around get close to Orlando, in between Orlando and Ocala, there is one hot spot in the whole state of North Florida. None in Georgia, South Carolina, Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana. There's one in Arkansas that was yesterday. There's four in Tennessee, none in Kentucky, and none in North Carolina, Virginia, West Virginia, and on up. There is some things going on with the internet or my computer. I don't know which at this particular time. I guess I'll find out soon enough. Probably when I get through this damn thing's going to tell me my microphone's not working right. Hopefully that ain't happening because I don't have time to do another one, but it is strange that this is happening, and we're going to look and see what I'm talking about here. Well, like I was saying, this is my area, and you see it's raining. Okay, I mean, there's no ifs, ands, buts about that. It's definitely raining where I'm at. And you can see there's water drops on the screen, and you can see the clouds flying around, the wind blowing, the whole shoot match. And why am I showing you this? As well, basically, it's just plain damn raining. I mean, it's absolutely raining here. And just to swap it around, just to let you see that I'm just changing cameras and showing you different things. If anybody knows what an inverted V is, someone said something about it. This is hanging from that limb up there, which it's a little out of sync. It moved from there closer to the top limb up here. There's a pulley up here somewhere. You can't see it, but there is a pulley there. And this is your coax coming straight down, and this is a big wire here and a big wire here. 96 inches for to run on 80 meters. And trying to get that drop of water to fall off, but it looks like we're not going to get it to drop off. And I'm not really too much worried about it. I mean, it's raining out there. It's just going to continue to stay there. And this is generally about where we run it anyway, is right here. And at night, you see it doing things, and then sometimes we run it in this next mode where you flip it from one camera to the next. The only thing I don't like about doing that is that white spot that you see there. But eventually it'll go away. But to show you that it is raining over here. Alright, and you see right here, this is the area that I showed you. Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, South Carolina, North Florida. See where all the rain's coming through here? That's why there's no hot spots here. Now, I can understand that, but every once in a while, we'll have rain and a hot spot will show up. Kind of weird, ain't it? I did a video the other day, and over here on my YouTube channel, right now I'm playing it on the live stream. But as you can see, that's me down here in the bottom left. The things we talked about then, none of that stuff's changed. None of it. And well, I'm sorry about the snoring, but I got I got a dog snoring back here in the background loud. Ah, uh, it's a little female too. She's the littlest one of the bunch. Ah, sorry, she has something in her. Some reason she like. For some reason she snores a lot. I don't know why. She's kind of like my bulldog was back in the day. Y'all used to tell me, "What's that noise in the background?" Well, it was my English bulldog that snored, and now this is a Boston Terrier, and she's snoring. And yet here we go again, and I got the hiccups again. Man, every time I start talking, I get the hiccups. I'm gonna be quite honest with you. Every time I start to do a video here lately or get on the internet, I get to where I don't feel worth a flying crap. It's starting to bother me just a tad. But who am I? I'm just an old man, don't care. But as you can see in the little screenshot down here on the bottom, this is live down here. There is no hot spots down here. All the way through here. And these are yesterday's. So, not much different. Curious to why that's not doing right. But we're going to put it back up here. Y'all didn't see what I did yet. It's awful slow. Internet's been working really funky. Yeah, it hadn't refreshed for today. Here's some up here. There's going to be some in Tennessee. You're going to see Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, and North Florida is pretty much half the state. North of that is completely blank as well. And of course, that's where all the rain is. We done showed that already. But you're fixing to see it. It's coming up now. It's refreshing. I can see it on the live stream map where it's coming in live again, so you can see it. As soon as it gets blown up. There we go. I didn't blow it up enough. But you'll see it. It's going to blow up here in a second. I hate it when it's so far behind, and it shouldn't be that far. But there's something going on with the internet, or something's wrong with, just plain old ass computer. I don't know. But I can tell y'all folks one thing. And the one thing that I've learned, and the one thing that I've seen so far, is that right now, out of anything in the world time, more than 5% of the population is awake to what's going on in this world right now. They don't know all the 100%. There's not 100% of the people knowing for sure. But there is at least 50% of the population now, worldwide, knows that something's wrong. Worldwide. And I'm going to tell y'all, what I see so far, and what they've done so far, all the executive orders that they've passed, all of the things that they have changed and continue to change, which they're not going to stop changing, is that it's leading to one thing and one thing only. That's leading to a massive reset. And when I say reset, I mean a reset. I mean a reset like they've haven't had in a bunch of years. thousands, probably 1,000 years, more. I think we're headed to a complete reset. And when I mean a complete reset, I mean a complete reset. Because, number one, they can't afford to pay all of us these things that they say that they're paying without a lot of people dying. And I think that this is not the first time this has happened, which we all know that society has died off many, many years. Different times. The Romans, all the way back from the beginning of time, things has reset and started over from the beginning, to the fact that where people forgot and forget everything, and everything starts over again. Or maybe it didn't forget, they didn't have the technology and they quit talking and remembering what was in the past. Like, they found things in our history by digging things up. They found batteries way back a long time ago. So in other words, our society has been here before. Maybe someone, somewhere, knows all of this. And it keeps happening ever so many thousands or hundreds of years. And it's a complete reset. Starts all over again. And for some reason, there's a major disaster and a lot of things disappear off the earth of one fashion or another. And who's to say what that is? I don't know. Could be nuclear war. Maybe it's globally upsetted by Mother Nature, and she decides to turn on the human society. Who knows? The dinosaurs disappeared. All of these things that are happening, it's awful strange to me that we have a lot of things going on right now that is very close to being exactly what I'm talking about right now. Is it? I don't know. Are y'all here? Do you see the things? And you know, I keep getting these comments that God is going to help us. Well, that may be true. But I'm going to be honest with you. As evil as the people are right now, there's not going to be many of you saved. All you ones that are telling me that, I'm not saying you're bad people. I'm not. But some of you are. Some of you are saying that for just hate and discontent to start. Some of you are legit, and you believe that that's the way things are going to happen. But if your ox is in the ditch and you don't pull it out, that's your problem. He's gave you everything in the world. That's just like you giving to your child and they turn out crazy or wild and they end up getting in trouble. A lot of you out there are with this. And then the ones that was rough on your child, they turned out to be good and strong-willed and intelligent because they learned and studied. And the other ones that got everything handed to them in the world. How many of them that you've seen that's turned out to just be plain ass, what's a good word? Punks? Let's just use the word punk. There's a lot of words for it. But what do you think? Sorry, I had to get a drink. But do you believe that things are here to be happy in your hand and be handed to you? Some kids out there, and I'm not talking about nobody in particularly or anything. I'm not trying to hurt nobody's feelings. We've all made mistakes with our kids. Some's made more. I've known families that didn't believe in spanking their children, not even once. And they had 2 children. One turned out okay. Another one didn't turn out worth a damn. Went to jail a few times. And then finally straightened up. But missed most of their young life. How many of y'all seen that? Ones that got their, I've seen some that get their butt whipped. And they turn out good. I've seen other ones get beat. Not just whippings, but beat down, fist, hard bring up, the abusive, and they turned out crappy. But I'm talking about a family that was normal, that spanked their kids, and showed them between right and wrong. You said no, you meant no, and they did it again, you whipped them. But most people don't do that. And this is some things what I call of abuse. That's where you tell a kid, don't do that. And you tell them that like 3 or 4 times and they stop every time you do it. But an hour later, for the same thing, you laugh about it and think it's okay. And the kid gets confused. Whose fault is that? It's the parent's fault. That's just like right now. We got news media. We got social media giants that are trying to reprogram you to do what they want you to do. Like they're your parent. They're not your parent. But they're trying to control you like they are your parent. And some of them people ain't old enough to even be your parent. And most of the ones I'm talking about aren't old enough to be my parent. Not even close. That's including Bill Gates. But that's neither here nor there, now is it? Right? So why is it that those people that have spoiled and destroyed their children, most of them, are trying to destroy you and your children? And then we got all these other people out there running around talking about this, that, and another. That's just like over here on the CPAC. You see the symbol down there? You see this symbol? It's the same as that one down there. So is that one. There's a lot of good people that spoke at this. And CPAC. You know, I remember this crazy guy that was talking about the CPAC and was getting money so they could control the election a few years ago. Anybody remember that? I do. I really do. But yet, they were talking about doing good things. And remember, I blowed them out of the water because they were lying. Now, for some reason, for the last, 6 years, they've been quiet till all of a sudden. And they're back in the news. Same old crap. You know, it's funny how an organization can be bad and then turn around a few years later and become good again. It don't work that way, folks. Once you're bad, you're always bad. You started out bad, you're still bad. Now, the people that are on there doesn't realize or know, it doesn't matter. This actually comes from someone that I didn't think would have ever posted this. I ain't kidding you. This comes from Mark Dice. It did. He put this out. Maybe he was listening back in the day when I put it out to start with. They were trying to get donations to do good things for the election. But which side? Something's not right. Not even with the CPAC. Republican or Democrat, it doesn't matter. It's the same organization with 2 different names. It's to build a triangle to prop up one side or the other. So it can't fall. One pole you can push over. But when you got 2 poles and they've leaned up against each other and you're trying to push them down, they're not going to fall. You know what I mean? It's just one piece of pie. It's just one piece of pie. Shaped just like a piece of pie. 2 poles leaned up against each other. Shaped like a piece of pie. But what does anybody care about anymore? Nobody cares about nothing. There's more people right now in this time of history that care, and some are so scared at this point in time to say anything about anything that's gone beyond everybody's comprehension. And it's going to be whatever they want it to be, no matter what y'all want. When people finally realize what's really going on, which more and more every day are realizing what's going on, but until they start putting something into motion to stop it, it's going to get so bad but you ain't gonna be able to stand it. I told y'all the other day that gas was going back up to $4 a gallon. I wasn't lying. And I can tell you right now that groceries, your food is already doubled in 1 year. Your food has doubled. Now, I remember when you could go into the grocery store for $30, and completely fill up a grocery basket. And I'm talking a big one, where you had 5, maybe 6 paper bag fulls, not them old plastic bag things, but paper bag, double paper bagged, and all 4 or 6 would be completely full of groceries. And your eggs and your milk would be in the top basket, where the kid sits, if you didn't have a kid sitting up there. But that same amount of food will cost you $300 or more right now. And how do I know that? There's these coffee donuts that I like. They come, what is it? 12, they come 12 donuts, and they're little brown ones. They have no sugar coating on them. It's just brown donuts. And they're coffee donuts is what they're called. They're good donuts to me. I love them. Well, they've priced themselves completely out of my budget. Last year at this time, you could buy a dozen of those for $3 a box. And you could buy them on sale, buy one, get free. And you get 2 dozens for $3. You didn't get them that way all the time, but you could get them that way. The best you can do now, buy one, get free, buy one, get one free, is $5.99. That's double the price, ain't it? If the other one were $3, that's $5.99. Oh, they're a penny different. Right? And we're talking about, this has been going on now for about 6 months. They've been that high. So less than a year, those have doubled in price. Doubled. Your gasoline is fixing to double. Do you have a big mortgage on your house? Remember a long time ago when we were talking about the mortgage crisis? And everybody says it was a big bubble on housing. No, that ain't what happened to the housing market. You know what happened to the housing market? $4.50 and $5 a gallon for gas. That's what happened to the housing market. It had nothing to do with housing and a bubble and all this horse shit they were talking about. It had nothing to do with that. It had to do with the gas price. When the gas price goes up, everything goes up. Ever since them morons took the gasoline market off the took it and put it back on the stock market instead of it not being on the stock market, is what happened. When they put it back on the stock market, gasoline hit an all-time high again. And it's on its way up again. Because remember this time last year when they had too much fuel? And gasoline should have been less than a penny a gallon? And never let it get under $1, but it should have been less than a dollar. I mean, less than a penny. Because you could buy a barrel of oil for little or nothing. Remember? Yeah, y'all remember. Are you paying attention right now? Now, we're on the other hand. Now they say that they ain't got enough fuel because we're using more of it and they don't have none. And because of all that, they got to go up on the price. Right? Folks, where are you? Where in the world are you? Do you think we're going to make another financial decision with all of these lying son of a you know what's out there? All of these people that are lying on this or that or this or this and that and this and this and that. I just seen where Dr. Seuss books is. This is the strangest thing. They're taking I think it's 5 or 6 books off of the market. They've been on there for years. They're taking them off because the books has racial, some sort of racial something in them. Okay? Why? Dr. Seuss books didn't have, it was an all-colored book. It's all different types of animals. And it's got racial in it? Really? Come on, shut the fuck up, will you? This is stupidity. You got time to worry about that, but you won't even look beyond the end of your damn nose and see that you are one of the problems that is destroying our whole society. My God, I don't understand people. I just don't understand why you can't see beyond the end of your nose. I don't know, folks. I got to get out of here because I'm going to be said some things I shouldn't say now. I done upset myself. See, this is why I don't get in here. You can't talk freely anymore, especially without saying something that you shouldn't say. And you don't know what that is from one minute to the next. It changes every day. Something new. Every day, folks. Every day. Something new. Every day. Something new. So that, folks, from my cold dead hands, and I damn well mean it. Abolish corporate greed. Who is the corporate greed? Please say it in the description area on the side and in the below section. Who was the corporate greed? Let me know that you know who the corporate greed is. Please. Say it in the premiere comments and say it in below the video once it's not a premiere no more. Tell everybody what you feel about corporate greed. Let everybody know that you know what this means. Ain't it time? Ain't it time to quit sitting on our thumbs? From my cold dead hands, and I damn well mean it. Much love. Much love to all of you. From my cold dead hands, I damn well mean it. Abolish corporate greed for your freedoms. And if you can't speak freely, you're simply not free. That means you're a slave. Think about it. Much love. Have a good day, Nair.